The judgment is really aligned with some of the excellent work contained in the good governance guidelines, the materials that were put out by WorkSafe and the Institute of Directors several months ago. So to the extent that many organisations, exec teams and boards are already looking at the self-assessment tools that are in there and revisiting how they interrogate information and comply with the the 5 C's that are described in that document and the principles that are put out there. If you're doing that work already, and I suspect many of you are, that is a very good starting position because the judgment is very consistent with the type, in my view, with the types of work that is set out there. So if you haven't already done the self-assessment, do the self-assessment. If your exec team can do the group exercise that the guidance suggests that boards could do as a group. So I would absolutely do that. Then the 3 other things I would encourage in the immediate way would be mapping your roles, responsibilities and accountabilities in the health and safety space. So actually apply some rigour to that. Who's doing what? Is that effective, efficient, purposeful activity? I would take a look at any prior reviews that you've had. They could be internal as well as external that focus on health and safety and get an update as to whether all of the recommendations there have been implemented. If not, why not? And what's the project plan to get those done? And the third thing I would do is take a look at your critical risks and the extent to which any of the control measures for those are soft instead of hard controls. Understand why that is and record if it has been, there's a decision made that the soft control is the reasonably practicable step, then record why you have landed there. Because in my experience, many organisations do land there for sensible reasons, but don't always have that recorded in a way that enables people to revisit that over time and as necessary to explain that in the event of something going wrong. So that's where I'd start.